star. I can feel it when it's shining on me. I love you for who you are, and not the one you feel you need to be. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, family. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Whatever diaspora you may be on, welcome to the Mental House with me, your host, Khadija. I'm compelled to do this video today because, there's just a lot of mental illness in our community. And when I say our community, more specifically the Black community, um, there are some Black people who have a problem with me opening up my page. And I don't want to stay on this kind of content too long because this just open up the energy for all these uh, demonic spirits, and I don't really want to do that. That's why I try to do something different on this channel. But there's a lot of people that have a problem with my content. I won't say a lot, but there are a few people. Um, and one in particular that is kind of spam me or what you call troll me on a couple times. Good thing I wait, and review the messages because I don't want that energy on my page. But you know that some people are so miserable inside that it insults them that I sing when I open up my show. Now, but for the most part, most of y'all say, oh, you didn't sing today. Singing is something that I do. It's therapy for me. It's also, I'm a hired gun. I'm a studio musician. I've worked on countless of projects with countless of artists. And I used to travel the world back in the day when I was a teenager, like 9 months, almost out of a year, performing. So this is just nothing that's just like a hobby for me. This is something that I really do for therapy and something that I really do as a professional. So when I hear people saying things like you need to stop singing, I'm like, that's such an integral part of me. I could never do that. And then my question would be to you is what is wrong with you that you would say that all Black people do is sing and dance and we need to stop? And who gives you the right to tell me how I should express myself? Who gives, and anybody for that matter, gives them the right to tell another individual that how they should express themselves in terms of what their talents are or what their gifts may be, and whether they should repress them or whether they should stop. That is not your call. Okay. I find it very disheartening that most of the people that do stuff like this, these same type of trolls, they discredit people um, like Dr. King. They call him Coons. They call me Coons. Um, and so Black people have a one-track mind. Either if you're not talking about hate white people, hate white people, hate white people, hate white people, there's no gray area. It's just black and white. And that's not how I want to live my life. Not at this age. I've been there, done that. And if you keep living and you get to be my age, then let me hear how you sound then. Because now what you're saying to me makes no sense. It really doesn't. And as a grandmama, I'm just speaking out to some of y'all little youngsters. You really sound really stupid when you got mayhem running around in your damn communities that you can't stop, you won't take responsibility for. You get mad when anybody say talk about what we do to each other. You quick to call them a coon. Quick, regardless of their color, but you're very slow into taking responsibility for this stuff that we have to go through every single day. There's neighborhoods in my city that dare the police to come down. Can you believe this? They are out there with they uh, high power rifles and uh, ugh, sitting there begging the police. Matter of fact, they've made YouTube videos. The police don't even venture down those blocks. They rather get easy targets. Okay, and that's what I feel that a lot of mentally ill Black people are doing. It's easy to keep talking about black, white, and not hold us accountable and responsible for the crazy shit that we do to tear up our communities every single day. And I'm at this point at 58. I don't know where y'all at and where how old you are, but I'm very proud of my age. I'm very proud that I'm still alive because most of my homies are dead, and they're dead for uh, unfortunately um, from a lot of things that they could have been prevented. But for the most part, for stuff that, in my opinion, probably could have been prevented. So to make it to my age, which and a lot of y'all not even making it past 30, um, you just keep living, and then let's see how you feel. But for you to come on my page and tell me to stop singing and doing those kind of things, I think you're totally out of order. All you got to do is not stop by here. When you hear me cooning, is that what you call it? Don't even stop. Just keep it moving. Because one thing I will say is music can soothe the savage beast. And if I remember the story correctly, if Satan was cast out of heaven, Lucifer, because he was an angel of music, then that means that he had the ability to persuade, and he had the ability to soothe, and the ability to rile up people, all uh, with the sound of music, like David. So, what that means to me, that's a powerful role that the universe has granted me. And I wouldn't let anybody that doesn't honor that, I wouldn't um, allow myself to be negatively impacted by something like that because I know what my role is. And I also know how important it is. And I'd rather uplift people with music than to make music that degrades, that puts down, that destroys life, images, hope um, within the self. That's not what I was put on the planet for. So if you have a problem with that, you find your purpose, and then you won't worry about what I'm doing because it's just like it's a purpose driven life. Okay, so if you don't know what your purpose is and you're not driven by it, then that's on you. But don't be so mad and angry that you let that just permeate your whole spirit. Because to me, what y'all say, y'all give white people too much credit, way too much credit, and you don't give yourself enough uh, for your destruction. You don't give yourself enough um, wherewithal you of saying we created this. This ain't got nothing to do with white people. I know white people brought drugs in here, but everybody didn't use them. I know it's a depressed situation, and a lot of us fall weak to it. I can say it because I've been part of the drug culture, so I can understand that. But that was my choice, just like it was yours. And if you kept doing it, because see, I feel like this: a wise man can act a fool, but a fool can't act a wise man. It don't work like that. So I try anything, probably a lot of things once. If it didn't kill me, thank God. But some of y'all got addicted. Some of y'all are crazy. Some of y'all left y'all babies in the house and didn't feed them. Some of y'all sold everything and you had people, vultures out there taking your money. You knew what a crack epidemic looked like. Thank God I was never addicted to anything like that. But I'm saying that to say, I don't know if you a crack baby. I don't know if you a grandchild of a crack uh, baby. But that's also an epidemic in our community. And when you're dealing with serious mental illness on the cellular level, then the only way I can, in my mind, I can combat that is to um, do whatever I can to take care of my mental state. Okay, because my surroundings are full of people that are damaged mentally, and they're wreaking havoc on the whole community. They're straight bulleting, shooting children sitting in the living room. They're shooting children in the bed. They're shooting 2-year-olds. They're shooting one another. And I'm listening to people who have the nerve to make a judgment call about somebody like Dr. King and say the way he should have did something, or the way somebody, and they do nothing but try to destroy the community. In fact, we got to do something about them. We can't. It's this one thing to talk about it, and it's another thing to get them out of here. Because that's, to me, the only step that Black people need to be talking about. And if we're not talking about that, because nothing else matters, if you can't get rid of that destructive element that is tearing the community down, as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to keep on singing. I'm going to keep on having a good time. I'm going to keep working. I'm not going to be distracted by you and your black and white thinking. Okay? I'm not going to be distracted with that because you are a hot mess. And with that being said, I'm not going to stay on this too long. But Black people, we got to do better. We got to do better. And then maybe somebody will respect us. Okay? I'm not looking for no respect from nobody. You don't even respect yourself. How crazy does that sound? How crazy does that sound? You know, I can't stress it enough. And like I said, for those of y'all who disagree with me, come back in a few years and tell me how you feel. Because I'm sure that most of y'all that put those comments or sent me the email, most of y'all are just babies. You got still milk, your mama's milk on your breath. Most of y'all, but y'all too damn disrespectful, and that's what I think about you. And we not never getting nowhere with y'all because y'all are destructive. Y'all destructive. And let me say this: it's not just men; it is women too. So I'm an equal opportunity basher. Don't think I'm just talking about black men. I'm talking about black women who, in my opinion, could just be just as worse. Okay, because they talk. So, woo, right. So with that being said, I'm gonna go. I hope that this is the last time I'm going to address it. Unfortunately, like I said, I review my comments before they come on, and so I'm not going to let you just do that and turn this channel into that kind of uh, real nut house, okay? With demonic spirits running all around in it. No, that ain't gonna happen. So with that being said, I'm gonna go, and I'll see y'all next time, a little later on. Bye bye.